Hey, what's up, everyone? This is my first live stream test. I don't know how many of you are seeing this right now. Let me know. Let me know if any of you are in the chat. I'm testing this out. Obviously, there's no back going to see me yet because this is a test run for my future live streams. So let me know if you're interested in this. I'm going to be doing a live stream very soon, hopefully very soon, regarding this piece of smart dust that I still have attached to a magnet. When I was dealing with that quite a bit, I was dealing with this smart dust quite a bit at that time, and I'm going to definitely live stream that piece of smart dust attached to the magnet very, very soon. Now, sorry you can't see my face. I do apologize for that, but this is a test run, like I said. I'm going to show the piece of smart dust very soon, very, very soon. So, when this video is uploaded, whoops, sorry about the background noise, but when this video is uploaded, hey, dead GPK, hope you're doing well. I just seen your comment there. Much love to you as well. So this is a test run. Hopefully I hope that all of you can see this and it's streaming successfully. Not exactly sure how to end it. I'm going to try to figure that out soon, but I'm just doing a quick test run of this. So hopefully it successfully works. And okay, he said, "Hope you are well. Sounds good." Okay, that's great. I'm glad it sounds clear. Robin Neely says hi. Hello to you as well. I hope you are doing well also. I'm just doing a quick Cindy. Is that your name, Cindy Roche? Am I pronouncing that correctly? That person you says hello. They say hello. Thank you very much. So I've got a chat going here. That's really cool. Um, but very soon, let me know if you're interested in seeing that piece of smart dust, which hopefully I'll do that very soon. Big shout out to the person who sent me that microscope. Thank you very much for that. I'll be doing that very soon. You can look forward to that very soon. I will be I'll be doing the live stream hopefully with my phone if it functions properly. My phone my phone can be crazy. I've got to get a new phone sometime. I don't really want to because I'm used to it and I really like my phone, but it's kind of crazy and sporadic. So, um, but I'm going to hopefully do a live stream of that. I'm going to record the piece of smart dust under that microscope as it's plugged up to the tablet, and the tablet's live recording of the piece of smart dust, which I strongly believe, and you all know, I'm pretty sure most of you are probably aware of what smart dust is, and I dealt with it quite a bit for a while there, and so can you all still hear me clearly? Hopefully you can hear me clearly. So this is really cool that we can all live chat like this. Again, this is just a test run here. Um, I'll maybe go for about 10 minutes or so, I guess. Maybe. Um, okay, Robin Neal. Yes, clear, so that's good. Hello to Angela Huff. Hi to you as well. Nice to hear from you all. So, yeah, I'll be doing that very soon. That live stream. regarding that smart dust. I'm actually mirroring the Chromecast right now so I can see um, up on the TV screen there. But hello to you all. So, have any of you I was going to ask this question. Have any of you dealt with smart dust before? Have you dealt with it personally? If you know what that is, because recently when I had that experience, it was quite alarming to say the least. It was and I found out it was definitely a piece of magnetic metal because I actually put the those pieces of I mean not those pieces, but those magnets that you get from AutoZone, those small extendable magnets. I Okay, I'll explain smart dust here in a moment. Those magnets that you get, I used this magnet to get it off my skin, and I noticed that it magnetically attached to the magnet, and so that was a sign that it's definitely metallic, whatever it is. Well, smart dust is this these things that are it's believed to be being released without people's consent, obviously. Being released. Yeah, that's it. Like Dead GPK says, it's similar to Morgellons, the same as Morgellons. You can look up Morgellons disease, but now some of it they say it's made by a particular company that makes various electronics parts, and there's okay, Robin Neely says you've heard that others state that the magnets work as well, and yeah, that did work for me. It was crazy how it attached to the magnet. I was that right there, in and of itself, showed that it was definitely metallic. Anything that attaches to a magnet is definitely metallic. So I mean, what happened that day is a drone or something, some kind of a loud craft had gone over multiple times, and I think this was at 9:30 or 9:45 at night. Around that time, this loud craft had gone over multiple times, and I heard it, and we had all heard it. My mama and I both heard it, and it kept going over. So I went outside to record it with my phone, and there were these tiny particles that were going through the air, and they looked like, I mean, honest to goodness, it looked like smart dust. What you see if you do a Google search for smart dust, and excuse me, I'll show you sometime. My mind's kind of drawing a blank right now. I don't know why it's blank, but if you do a search for smart dust, yeah, it is creepy, the fact that they do that. Like you just stated, it is creepy, and it was creepy when it happened. It kept going over, and it's like they were doing some kind of a test at that moment, and it just kept going over, and I noticed those things in the air, and some of them attached to my skin, but they were so small. I was actually digging some of them off of my skin, and I had a situation where there was this tiny little worm-like things. They were very small, and I had to dig them out from under my nails, and it just took off. I don't know. It was very weird. It was very, very strange. I did a video on that not a while back, about a year ago, probably. It happened last summer. Yeah, very thin strings. That is very similar to what it looked like, but it had I had to I pulled this thing out of my cuticle of the nail. Yeah, I mean I did kind of freak out, and And like you stated, Angela, I did kind of freak out. I was it was quite freaky, quite alarming. And like Robin stated, yeah, I see those things in the air sometimes too. Um, excuse me, but I see those in the air quite often. Now I know that my eyes have, since I was a child, when I look into a clear sky, they see this. It looks like a worm or something in the eye. I don't know if you all see that or not. My mama has always seen that. Had this little. It's like a clear. It looks kind of like a bacteria, but that other people get that as well. But that's not. They say that's not related to this. But since I was a child, I've seen that. You look up into the sky, and on a clear day, and you can kind of see it with your when your eye moves. Do you all get that? Where you look up in a clear sky and you can see it. But that smart dust, the drone had gone over multiple times, and I went outside. It was on my skin, and then I put a magnet up to it, and it's still in the cabinet on the magnet. I've been meaning to make a video about that for quite a while now. Excuse me. Yeah, that's it. Kind of clear, wiggly things, and they're like they're they're there, but it's like they're clear and see through. It kind of reminds me of a bacteria. Yeah, it is curious. I was curious about that too all the time, but I mean, are you talking about the things you see in your eyes when you're looking on a clear day? Is that what you were talking about? Robin, is that what you were talking about, Robin? Those things that you see with your eyes, in a clear sky. Okay, like spiderweb string. Yeah, sometimes I've seen that with my on a clear when I'm looking up into the clear sky. Yeah, I have seen that, and it's kind of strange. Sometimes I've seen that, like I stated, a bacteria thing. It's kind of strange, but um, also particles. Oh, I meant to state that. I see particles when I look into the sky on a clear day. You can see these particles and things. As a child, I was able to see things beyond. I had fine tuned sight. I was able to see microscopic things that were well beyond what most people would pay attention to or seen. Um, but excuse me, I had to take a drink there because angel hairs. I think I have heard of that term. I think I have. Good. I'm glad. I'm glad I made you feel better. I'm glad I made you feel better, Angela. It does. Whenever you experience something that someone else experiences, it does help you feel better. I mean, with you all out there experiencing the things that I do, or on a similar level, it does help that greatly. And I mean, it helps out a lot knowing that other people. Yep, I agree 100%. I'm glad that I have you all to talk to about these things. I mean, I talk to my parents about this type of thing, but I mean, it's good to know that there's an entire world of other people that are experiencing these things as well. And I mean, I'm not just talking about just the Mandela effect phenomenon, but I mean, paranormal, supernatural, whether it be orbs or spirit activity or interdimensional beings or anything like that. It's good to know that others go through that as well. I mean, I've witnessed many different things. And YouTube has been messing with my account lately to where I'm not getting notified of comments. I don't know why. That that really that stinks that I'm not getting notified of the comments because I have to go into my account, open up the account. I don't know if you all are going through that or not, but some people were stating that they were going through that, and I I'm not getting notified of the comments, and I hate that because but I mean I just have to go into my account and heart and like comments and respond that way. But it's more lengthy. But I mean you just have to do what you have to do. But they seem to be messing with people's accounts, and somehow not YouTube doesn't seem to be getting the comments to everyone like they should. They're not notifying people. But there have been, there was a recent ME. I wrote it down. I put it down, and I meant to, yeah, they do seem to be messing with the truthers. They really do. People trying to put out the truth and the things that are really happening. They, they do want to block and keep people from sharing the light and the truth. They really do. I'm trying to think of. I can't pause in a live stream, so but I keep. It's a habit. I keep habitually wanting to pause by habit, pressing pause. But I'm trying to remember this recent. They do target, and so many different things. There seem to be several targeted individuals. I think Tyler from Secure Team called them like TI people, the targeted individuals, and things just happen to keep us from sharing certain things. I made an entire video on a certain topic, and it was it was like I finally did the video how I wanted to. I mean, I tried it several times, and then I was like, I'm just deleting it. I'm going to delete this and start. And then suddenly, my tablet seems to be messing up. The screen's all flashing right now. Hope it doesn't. When the screen starts flashing like that and messing up, usually it's going to shut off on me. I don't want it to shut off, but well, right now it's doing something weird. I'm just kind of testing this live stream, so it's like, it's just kind of a blank screen, but, I was hoping to do the logo to my channel, the Helix Nebula. I was hoping to have that as the background, but I'm not exactly sure how I would do that. But what was I going to state? What was I talking about? They do seem to be, oh yeah, like Tyler from Secure Team stated, targeting certain people and messing with them. It does seem to be happening quite a bit, but yeah, just kind of the screen keeps going kind of green like, but it's weird that I can't pause it. But I'm trying to think of a topic. I mean, I'm trying to think of what I was going to state. I don't want to go on too long, and I said I was going on 10 minutes, and that went well over 10 minutes now, didn't it? But let me think. Yeah, it was a new Mandela effect, but I mean, I was trying to figure out. I was trying to remember which one it was. I had I had it put down, but it's in the tablet itself, and the tablet's what I'm using to record this with. So, it was a new ME for me. I thought that the Revlon logo, when it was merged, I had done a video about that. That's another very strange thing, how you can follow someone, and suddenly it's like a shift takes place, and they followed you for the first time. How many of you have experienced that? I've had people who were following me, and it turns out, oh, they subscribed to me for the first time. And turns out they had just subscribed to me. And it's like the conversations that we had that I remembered in detail never happened. Oh, hello. Hey, Delamile. And to everyone in the chat, thank you for saying hello to everyone in the chat. Um, I hope my tablet does not shut off really soon. I should have plugged it up, but it shuts off. When it gets to a certain percentage, it just shuts off altogether. We shifted 38 minutes ago, yeah. um, but let me think. But yeah, whenever someone will say something to me, it's like we've had that conversation before. It's more than a deja vu situation. It's not just a deja vu situation, but it it's like what is really perplexing is when you have a situation where you have witnessed an entire live stream before. I was listening to this relaxational video where this person was doing a live stream. It was they were doing this soft talking, soft spoken ASMR video, and I was really high strung that day and had a lot of anxiety. So I was listening to this video, and it turns out that the person, everything that they were stating was something that had already happened. And I was like, wait a minute, she's going to say this and she's going to say that. And sadly now, though the video's gone, I was going to show the video, but the video was gone now. I think they just took it down. It was one of those live streams where they keep it up for a little while, and she just took it down after a while. But I witnessed the entire video to the point where, honest to goodness, I could tell you what was about to happen next. The very next thing that was going to happen, I was like, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. And she brought her cat into the live stream, and she was every comment that I had made, I said, "Are you sure you haven't done this video already?" She said, "No, this is the first time I've done this." You learned what not to do. It's like time rewind, LOL. Yeah, it is. It is quite like that. For one situation, I had not only the entire video, but every movement and everything was the same. I've had that happen twice, I believe, with a live stream. And other people who have spoken to me, the entire conversation, the entire detailed conversation that I had with them had already taken place. And it is strange. I mean, it is very strange. Like Robin stated, like you stated, where you have a situation. I remembered I was walking by this vehicle, and everything in that vehicle was the same as I had remembered another time. And I looked over to the right of me, and I was like, whoa. And then you get this weird kind of blank feeling in your mind. I couldn't explain it, but it's like this entire thing has already happened before, and it's like a merging situation where it's like this has happened before. I've met people that I've also, don't mind the loud traffic outside. Hopefully it wasn't distracting, but I've had situations where I posted videos about this where there was a boy that I went to elementary school with, and I seen him as a child again, and we were just looking at each other like, whoa, like we know each other. And he was like, his words was, I know that guy. And I was saying to my mama, I know him, but I can't find him in my yearbook now. I can't find that child that I was talking about in my yearbook, but the child that I had just seen at the Dollar General was an exact look of the child that I went to school with. So that's one of those situations. I don't know if any of you have dealt with that or not, if any of you have dealt with that particular type of situation. But it's more than just deja vu. It's like, I don't know, it's like something on a whole other level. It's like an interdimension. It feels like an interdimensional shift. For a while, when I looked up, that's another ME that I don't know if anyone has gone through. When I looked up the word interdimensional, I would be corrected, and it's like that word didn't exist. Google told me it didn't exist. And I looked for it, and I looked for it, couldn't find it, and then suddenly, it was extra dimensional. Yeah, like years later when it was taken, photo. Yeah, that what you just stated. Um, it's we have some very interesting things happen. Um, and like I stated, you all can share with me anytime in the comment section of any of your experiences. But um, there was this person that I remembered from school, and then and that girl is no longer in the yearbook. And then I look her up to find out that there's this woman who grew up in the same town, but she's now like 56. That's another situation. Yeah, that happened. I looked this person up about 4 years ago. The Rainbow Sun. Okay, I'll have to check that one out too. I know. Oh, have any of you been seeing like? I took pictures of that. It's in the other micro SD card. I need to share it. It's in the other one. But have any of you seen where rainbow colors are in the sky randomly? And that's been happening quite a bit more lately, where rainbow colors are just in the sky without, it's not like a full rainbow, but it's like rainbow colors. Obviously from the water vapor particles, but it's been happening quite a bit. Rainbow snakes. Is that the term? Speaking of snakes, did any of you, during that eclipse, there was an interesting thing that happened during that August eclipse that happened. Uh, was it last year? 2017, August 21st, I think. There were these half moon shapes on the ground. And when I recorded the eclipse, I don't know if you all seen my video that I posted of the what they call the epic eclipse, but it had these weird half moon shapes during the eclipse. All the shadows on the ground were half moons. Yeah, it is quite trippy seeing those rainbow shapes. It's like those rainbow colors in the sky. It's interesting. I'm glad you and your daughter witnessed that. So I mean, other people are witnessing that because I took I took several pictures of them. Now they say it's a common thing, and yeah, it has happened for a long. It seems to be a lot more common now than it used to be. There's a lot of things that seem more common, but red on the bottom, and now they call them rainbow snakes. Okay, but I don't know. Back to. I mean, there's been a lot of things in nature that are different now. A lot of things. So many different things like just so many different things like rainbow things naturally occurring in nature. I don't know if you all I don't know if you all have seen some of the videos out there of rainbow forest, rainbow trees, rainbow everything, all kinds of things. But yeah, yeah. Like Angela stated there, she and her daughter seen two. Angela Huff said that she and her daughter seen two suns in the sky. One day I seen these what appeared to be like the sun was in the west and the east. I'll have to check out your Mandela Mile. I'll have to check out your video of. I don't think I've seen that one of the rainbow in Vancouver, but the and there is a lot of nature rainbow stuff happening in nature. Yeah, yeah, they were. They were almost like the same size. In reply to Robin Neely, they were like the same size, and it looked like there were two suns in the sky that day in the evening. It was during sunset, and I had seen one in. Let's see, it was the sun. The stream shut off. I don't know what happened, but I had to resume the stream. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Um, but it shut off there for a moment. I apologize for that. But anyway, I was trying to state that. Let's see, where was? Okay, the sun. There were two suns in the sky, and like this person that just spoke to me witnessed, like Angela just mentioned, witnessing that there were two. Okay, it was buffering for you. Okay, and a couple of people just mentioned that to me where they dealt with two suns in the sky. And Robin was stating that she's seen, and also Angela Huff, two people. Y'all, I think you both stated that, right? You both. The comments just appeared and disappeared. On my end, it's kind of messing up, and I don't know. I can't see the comments. I can't see the live comments. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of there and gone, but I can't get it to come back up. But there are 6 people joined now, so hello to all of you. I don't really know how long I'll go on with this stream here. It's 8:47 p.m. right now, but it's kind of messing up at this point. But yeah, some people have been seeing like 3 suns. They call that. Do they call it a sundog? Is that what they called that? I think they called that the meteorological term when I seen it posted on Twitter and it was on the news. Okay, hear me clearly. Good. I was wondering because it was messing up on my end here. It shut off all of a sudden, and the audio, assumed it looked like the audio or something just, the video shut off. Yeah, yeah, Sundog, my Orion foot, yeah. I know, that's what they tried to call it, and, that, there's a big difference between when you see actually 3 sun Orion toe. Hello, Dominic Frost. The Frosty, hello. And Robin Neely, things are shifting and glitching. Okay, it didn't look like a sundog at all. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because when I seen this, I seen 2. There was one. Okay, thank you for showing support for the first live stream. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. um, but yeah, uh, yeah, I didn't think it was a sundog either, and that's what they always try to state. I've seen sun halos as well. We got a picture of a sun halo. That was really cool, where this halo is around the sun. That's really pretty. And the oh, thank you very much. Thank you, Dominic. I appreciate the compliment very much. Mandela Mile Centering. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, yeah, it's definitely they definitely always try to come up with various explanations for things, and a lot of times the explanation that they try to put forward for things, it leaves a lot to be I guess leaves a lot to be desired. I guess is the way you'd say it. It lacks a lot in their explanation that they give. Um, I actually did see 2 though, 2 suns at the same time. It was in the west and one farther northwest. I think it was in the northwestern area. And there was another time in 2006 when this was around the time. Thanks for the new like, It does. It does make you question reality itself. The way um, things are beyond what common perception is given. What the explanation is that's given. There are the comments are popping up, but they keep disappearing. Oh, broke it immediately. Um, okay, this is you're all shouting out to each other. That's great. That's great. It's great to hear you all in the chat. That's really cool. But let's see. In 2006, this was around the time my granny passed away in December of 2006. So rest in peace to her. I was very close to my granny, and this was my mama's mama, and we were driving through town, and the sun was about to set, and suddenly it's like the sun literally enveloped the entire town. It's like, you know what they always called, and I also always heard the term the sun's tongue. They tripped over. Okay, you tripped over it. But back to the sun. I'm going to state it while it's on my mind here. It literally like enveloped, just like the entire town. It just enveloped it, and I was wondering, why isn't anyone else noticing this? And it was at the time we had in the dash this old. No, Dominic. It was not just super bright. It's almost like if that had actually happened. Well, it happened, but I mean, it's hard to explain. If it should have just that should have been it. That's the way it felt. I mean, that should have been literally it. It's like flames just leapt out across over the entire town, the entire city. Just the sky was covered in just the flames from. My mama and I both witnessed that in detail. It's like, yeah, it was something. It was something else to witness. It was just like they were just covering the entire town. The flames just. I don't know if you've ever heard the tongue was a nickname I think given to the corona, the directed energy. Yeah, that's a good. I mean, that's a possibility. Yeah, we have 7 people in the chat now. It says, so that's cool. Thank you all. But it was like it just covered the entire town. I can't even really explain it properly. Yeah, I know it did. It seemed like everyone should have. That's what I was thinking. That should be common knowledge as well. But um, it was wild. It really was. It was like, and we literally headed home very quickly. We were stating, well, this will be on the news. I was 10 years old when this happened, and it was in 2005, December of 2005, and my granny was. It was around the time she passed away in the hospital, and I had a really precious memory with my granny. She woke up. It's like the Twilight Zone. Um, yeah, the Twilight Zone. It's like the Twilight Zone situation. Several episodes of the Twilight Zone that were on, they remind you of what we're going through. Yeah, I guess I should look back in 2006 to see any solar observatory closures. That would be interesting to look back upon. Unless it's one of those ME situations that took place. I mean, I know it happened, but then one of those things is not documented. But we went home to see if it would be on the news, and it wasn't on there. We were shocked to find out that it wasn't on the news. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Um, there are several episodes. I mean to write it down, and then I'm like, uh, and then I forget about it. But let's see. This was, yeah, it was December when my granny passed away, December of 2006, and it's like the new normal, but it just enveloped the entire. That's all I can describe it as. Like that, the sun was just scorching. It looked like it was just literally everything should have been gone with the way that with what happened, and it just covered the entire town, the entire area. That's it. The amazing things. Oddly enough, it's like the one thing that I really need to write down. I don't write down, but that's what happened that day, and we never seen it again. It was something we'll never forget, but it just covered the entire sky. And I grabbed we turned around, we turned the car around, and I was like, we've got to get a picture of this. And as I grabbed the old Kodak camera, which you know those roll films that go like little the roll films, that was what was common then, and it was in 2005. I was 10 years old, and I was going to take a picture of it, and right when I said that, it just went whoop, back to normal, back to the sun. Those flames just went right back to the sun. Let's see. Is it like when you have a superconscious moment as you are falling asleep, but you don't write it down or remember it in the morning? Yeah, that's very similar. And it could be. It could have been. Both of us might have witnessed a futuristic glimpse. It seemed to be something that no one else noticed or no one else seen. It was very surreal. It was, I mean, thinking back on that moment was just, I mean, it covered the entire area. Yeah, a forget mechanism. But it just covered the entire area. It's like the sun just covered everything. I know I've repeated that a lot, but everything would have been gone if that had happened, though. I mean, if that had happened, you would think. But yet it did happen. We witnessed it. Both of us witnessed it. And as we were going to take a picture, as I was going to take that picture, it went back to normal. Just went back in, and the sun goes down over the hill. Men in Black moment, yeah. There's been so many situations that rainbow suns from indoors. What are the chances? Oh, oh, it just slipped my mind. Someone stated that for a while, when you know how when you use the hose pipe and and spray water up, that the rainbow. They said it was a circle rainbow rather than the regular rainbow, but it went back to the regular rainbow for me. So that it went back for me. But and oddly enough, how many flip flops have you all experienced regarding the mainstream Mandela effect flip flops? For me, I've never experienced. I've never experienced a wall of red was outside. Interesting. But I've never experienced the Flintstones flip flop. That's one that I've never experienced personally. For me, it's continued have always been um, to have always been. My screen is messing up right now, but it seems to have always been the Flintstones with a T for me. I never experienced, and I definitely don't say that. I mean, I definitely don't say that. Let's see, a double change on the Ford logo. Oh, really? You've experienced the Ford logo? Whoops! I don't know why it's telling me to do that. No, I don't want to report or remove anyone. Um, I tried and tried to. You tried and tried to see the Flintstones flip flop. I had it printed for a while. Reno Company. Let's see. Okay, I tried to put the comments back up. I never experienced that one. I never could. I've had many people who spoke to me who've experienced many of the effects that I've experienced, but they've never. I've never experienced that one. The Flintstones first was, let's see, my friend Howie Mandel, Deal or No Deal machine, which I won a ton from. Oh, cool. That's good. Ford double changed. Another small change to it happened not too long ago. Actually, the Sex and the City title, I remember when it was on years ago. For me, that one, I remembered always asking what, always since I even known about the show. I remember always asking why it was and rather than in. So that was always a question of mine, why it was and rather than in. So for me, that one actually never changed or flip flopped. That is interesting. The Flintstones and the Sex and the City, that those two never changed for me. They've always been the same as they are now. Yeah, I wish we could. Maybe there's a time we could all send out some positive energy, like on 11/11 or something, like because that's another thing that opens up a whole other can of worms, as they used to say. But like an entire other phenomenon and synchronicity and things. I have so many number synchronicities that happen with me, and 11/11 is the main one. I always try to send out positive energy and healing to my mama at 11/11. That's just something that I do, and 11/11 is something that I've seen since I was a child. As a child, I used to sense things. Was Sex in the City for you? Okay, Angela Huff. It was in for you. And that's the way this goes. Some of us are affected one way, and for some of us, it's like it never was that way. And 3 times a week to collect. Sounds like synchronicity wants you to spot a new pattern and do it again fresh. Yeah, I've had many synchronicities. My mama experienced quite a bit of like 444 or 555, or it was something that she always wound up like she would just notice it 555, 5:55 p.m. or a.m. or p.m. and that's just something that happened quite a bit. And as a child, I always noticed 11/11, and I had a greater heightened perception of things as a child. Not only spiritually things, spiritual knowledge, but just things beyond the perception, beyond the veil of what other um, the other children, other people around me, beyond what they paid attention to. I guess I was aware of things beyond what I could even explain. I sensed things beyond, and I, I experienced Mandela effects all the way back then. Even I mean, I'm wondering if I experienced them even back then. I wonder how long we've been experiencing them, because some people say they experienced them in the 80s, and I was born in 1994, so it was. I mean, I've experienced many things flip flop me back and forth. So that's a possibility that we've been experiencing this for many years. And I wonder if it's happened throughout history, but it's becoming more common now. There were several Native American Indian prophecies that kind of relate to this phenomenon, that actually greatly relate to this phenomenon as well. And biblical prophecy greatly relates to what's happening now in biblical prophecy. But has a different path to abundance for you. Watch for new synchronicities. Okay, that was to Mandela Mile. Your parents said you had an overactive imagination. Yeah, that always frustrated me when people stated someone just had an overactive imagination. Um, because I seen things and heard things as a child, and I still do. Obviously, my perception of those things as a child was a lot more heightened, but oh my goodness, we had a strange situation today that I'll just share that in a separate video. I don't want to go off track from what I was talking about now, but I'll do a video about what happened today. But yeah, my perception as a child was very. I seen beyond. I felt oneness with the universe, like I did a video of a while back, and I stated that. Have you ever felt oneness with everything? Like I was everything. Everything was me. Everything was connected with me. You felt oneness with God, oneness with the universe, just oneness with everything. And as a child, even I was fascinated with the multiverse and the universe as a whole. Before I ever should have even known about the detailed things that I knew about. I knew details about the coming of Jesus Christ. I knew details about the universe as a whole, the multiverse, the spirituality, just interdimensional beings, the universe as a whole. And I would, in elementary school, in second or third grade, you're all over the multiverse. You love it. Yeah, it is a fascinating subject. Um, all of these, the whole multiple reality thoughts things. And I mean, I was talking about that long before the TV show Rick and Morty popularized it. Where they go to multiple realities and parallel universes, and they go to. It is quite fascinating, really, being able to just if you could just know all of the answers. That's my Rick imitation. I mean, geez, Rick, you'd think we would know these things by now, but it's really taking its time getting the answer out there. Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of it's crazy. It's really really crazy. Yeah, it's we keep waiting and waiting for all these answers to why this is happening, but there's not one definite answer. Maybe we'll get one soon. Maybe so. Hopefully. um, Thank you for the smiley faces. Thank you for the thumbs up there. Yeah, I got myself off track. You know, Rick's a genius, but he can't get himself. He can't think. He can't stay on. He can't stay on track. That would be quite funny. Maybe I'll do a live stream sometime, and we could do. Oh, geez, Rick. Yeah, geez, Rick. That would be really really cool to do a live stream sometime. Yeah, we'll try it. That would be great. Hey, Rebecca Guest. Oh, I'm still in character. You're still in character. You gotta get out of character. That's right. Gotta get out of character. Channel the inner me. Channel the energy. Here we go. I swear I'm gonna get back. I swear. I'm okay. I'm back now. I'm back to me. Hello, Rebecca Guest. Good to see you. But yeah. Whoops. I just like dropped everything that was next to me. But anyway. Yeah. That's just one of those things that the multiverse has always fascinated me. And hello back. Yeah. Hello. It's a really fascinating subject. And I actually started writing about it long before the shows and media, the shows out there popularized it. I was writing documents I was always in elementary school. I would be in the library. The librarian would say, "Well, you're supposed to read the books that everyone else is reading," but I always wanted to look at the um, I was always wanting to look at scientific things or um, to look at space magazines and books and things like that. Um, yeah, I was always wanting to look at things that were way beyond, but yet I just couldn't get myself to read a simple children's book. I just couldn't get myself to read, but yet always what I was interested in, it was easy for me to read. But oh, really? That's okay. That's cool that you had evidence of a state. The world changed after you typed it. But uh, that is amazing how some people remember the 52, 51, 52 states, and others do. Others remember the 50. For me, I believe 50 was always the states that I was taught. But for some of you, it's different. So okay, 49 for you, not 48. So yeah, that's interesting. That is interesting. I've got voice impressions in my mind right now. Yeah, I was taught 50 as well. I don't. Did any see my video Rice Krispies where Homer Simpson showed? He said, "Rice Krispies, way to phone it in, Sarah Wiggum." Hopefully you enjoyed the Homer imitation. I enjoy doing voice impressions. I've done so many different voice impressions, but um, every chance I get to do a voice impression, I'm always doing skits and like Rick and Morty. Morty and Rick here. Homer Simpson, and I know this is off topic. I'm just doing voices here. um, and Bob from Bob's Burgers, I like to do that as well. Gene, will you stop playing that annoying music? Why? It's fun! Just stuff like this I like to do. Just random things that pop into my mind. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you very much. It's something that I've always liked to do, just random voice impressions. You can actually hear me talking to myself randomly, and people will probably think that I'm crazy. You are crazy. Well, thanks for that. Everyone's now just, that's nice. Well, it's true, you are crazy. And then arguing. Anyway, yeah, that's something that I've always done, just random various voice impressions. I'll go from one to another and just... My mama's always enjoyed hearing me do voice impressions as well.
A few days ago, I did an Eric Cartman voice impression and a video. I don't know if I got it uploaded or not, but I did not upload it. I'll do that very soon. Sweet.
That's Eric Cartman, and just various voice impressions I enjoy doing. I'm thinking of making a channel where I do that. Where I do, like Homer Simpson and Marge Simpson. Several, just several voices. Several voice impressions. There was Hank Hill. I sell propane and propane accessories. My voice is messing up right now, but thank you very much, Dominic. And I've always wanted to do voice impressions on a YouTube channel. I think I should do that sometime. I tell you what. Thank you for that. I sell propane and propane accessories. I tell you what. That boy ain't right.
Dad, I can't find my dolls.
Excuse me. My throat. Oh, man. I messed up there. That's why I messed up the Bobby voice there. Excuse me. Kermit the Frog here. Okay, you mentioned the Muppet Show, so I'm going to try to do Kermit the Frog. Yay! I'm just testing it there. See if I can do that. Yay! It's Kermit the Frog here. Live with the Muppet Show. Yay! This is off topic from Mandela Effect, isn't it? But I don't know why my screen just went kooky there. But yeah. Let's think of several other ones.
There was Bobby Hill. And,
let's see. I didn't do... Oh yeah, there was Grim Billy and Mandy. It was like, I did a skit one time, but I didn't get to post it. But it was doing Mr. Burns. It was, where Mr. Burns, Marge said, Homer, your boss called. He said, if you don't bother coming into work today, don't bother coming in Monday. Woohoo! 3-day weekend! That was always hilarious. Excellent. That's Homer Simpson, sir. Who? Homer Simpson. He's one of your drones from Sector 7G. Who? Homer Simpson. This is just various voice impressions. I don't know if it's still going or not, but... Okay, it popped back up. There it is. I'm seeing the comments now. It kind of froze. I didn't know. It froze on my end. I don't know if it froze on your side or not. I should do a voice impressions thing sometime. A voice impressions, just various voice impressions. That would be fun. Where like Grim Billy and Mandy or something like. Grim! Grim! What? That's the Grim Reaper from Grim Billy and Mandy. Do I have to practice the voice impressions through a mic? Actually, for some reason, thankfully, voice impressions have just always, most of the time, come natural for me. And that's just something that I've always enjoyed doing. Yeah, sometimes you think, well, I sound one way, and then sometimes you have to listen back. I have done that before. I've done a skit and then listened back to it and to make sure it sounded okay. There was one where I was doing Bob's Burgers. I was doing, oh, Bobby, and I was trying to do her voice, but it didn't sound the same as I thought it did. But and he was talking like, also voice is also Archer, by the way. Archer is the same voice as Bob's Burgers. As Bob Belcher from Bob's Burgers is the same guy. H. John Benjamin voices both of those characters, so it's. They also did a parody of Bob's Burgers on there, I believe. I never really watched Archer though, except for the Bob's Burgers parody. I think I did Bob Belcher, and I also did. Excuse me. I think I did Bob Belcher. And I did Jane, and I did tried to do his wife. I can't think of her name right now. Why can't I think of her name? My brain went blank. I've been live streaming too long here. But yeah. I've done several Looney Tunes characters. You're despicable. Yes, if there's anyone more despicable than you, if there's not, you're just completely despicable. Something like that.
me, what's up, Doc?
I don't know if that sounds... Does that sound good on the other side? Does that sound clear? Hopefully it does. But yeah, I think I'll do a voice impression skit sometime. That might be really cool. I think it would sound really great, really cool if I did that, hearing from you all on the other side. I'm doing the cocky Rick voice right now. You would hate to have a conversation with Rick in real life because, you know, he knows everything. He thinks he knows everything. So he's one of those know-it-all people that would be like, that'd be really annoying. That's good, crystal clear. All right. That's really good. I want to make sure that everyone can hear me. Well, I'll probably go ahead and wrap up the video very soon. I had several other voice impressions that I wanted to do, but I think I'll save it for another live stream or video. But do you think that'd be really a good idea to do? Just create another channel for doing voice impressions and skits? But I don't know what that was. But back to the Mandela effect topic. This is kind of just a fun first live stream. I will be doing the Smart Dust video that I promised, hopefully, very soon. And it's really cool to do a live stream and be able to interact in real time with you all. I don't know what where you all are right now. I don't want to go on too late for some of you. So it's weird. Also, I've had MEs that okay, how would I do that? How do you give a wrench? Okay, Indiana, Michigan. Okay. Thank you, Dominic. I look forward to seeing you in future live streams. Yeah, that's getting congested here.
I knew I should have taken that left turn at Albuquerque.
How did I do there? I can't tell. That's a good one. That's a classic Bugs Bunny line. I'll be back. I can't do that right now. My throat, I'm starting to get kind of hoarse right now from doing all the voices right now. I don't have a drink on hand, so it's... I'll be back. Something like that. My voice is going out, but... You know, that's another thing that other people said they remembered more of an accent in the I'll be back line. But now there's not... He doesn't have the accent that many people remember in it. But let me think. What else was I going to state? It is amazing that not until you were ready. Okay, well, that's one that I have a hard time doing. It's Porky Pig, believe it or not. And I don't know what just happened. It says I rotated the screen, but I'm holding it still. But anyway, yeah, that's something that I never rotated device. Okay, well, I guess I did slightly rotate it, but that's one that I've got to practice on. Practice on some of these voices, and Porky Pig would be one of them. Yeah, it is kind of tricky. That is kind of a tricky one there. But that's it. It was like, I'll be back. Many people remember that, I'll be back. They remember it being like an extended back, more than just, I'll be back. I mean, right now my throat's not doing very good for voice impressions. I've got to get a drink. But that is an ME for many people. I had to get a drink there, but oh well, thank you. Let's see. Have to tell them the Terminator was a better movie in our home universe. Yeah, the accent made it famous. That was a famous accent from the movie. engage your core. Let's see. It does seem like I have heard that used before somewhere. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see. There was a recent change that happened for me personally. It was regarding something that it just suddenly happened. Like it just changed for me, and I didn't see anyone else talking about it. I was actually one of the first people to make a video about the. Let's see. I should have put a list of all of these Mandela effects. Oh, hello. Hey, Teresa Lynch. And hi to everyone. Thank you for saying hello to everyone. I've been doing various voice impressions for the past few minutes and talking about some various personal shifts and personal things that have taken place recently. If I don't plug up my tablet, I'll probably have to end the video soon. I don't know how much power my tablet has. It might just shut off. I don't know. I hope not. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was trying to do funny voices. Yeah, I was trying to do various. I don't know if you can rewind or not. If you can, then I was doing Rick, and also trying to do. Geez, Rick, don't forget about Morty. And I was doing Rick and Morty, Homer Simpson's whisper, and talking as Homer Simpson a little.
Did Eric Cartman for a few minutes there? For a few seconds, I mean. You will respect my authority.
I did Eric Cartman, and I did Bob's Burgers, Bob Belcher or also Archer, I guess, because they're the same guy, same voice guy. So same guy voices both characters. So I do appreciate all the kind comments. Yeah, my phone, I should use it, but my phone is actually not working right now. It's crazy. My phone has been insane. It's like really difficult to use when it doesn't want to work. It just shuts off. And electronics also mess up on me quite a bit. You're too high strung sometimes. That's the problem. Yeah, I do mess up electronics quite a bit. That is true. But I did, let's see, Grim Billy Mandy, I think. I did Grim and Billy. I was going, Grim! Grim! What? Oh, how I loathe you kids. Let's see. Did his laugh like, I've always enjoyed doing voice impressions, so I was just kind of updating Teresa Lynch on what I did.
I did Bobby Hill.
I did Hank Hill, who sells propane and propane accessories. I sell propane and propane accessories, I tell you what. And, let's see. There's a bunch of comments I'm missing. Sorry. The Gilligan's Island hat does look slightly different for me. But, I mean, it's like I have a dual memory. And I seen, you and Brian McFarlane, I believe you did a video on that when I was trying to stream it last night when we were in the store. Let's see. I was trying to stream your video, and I believe you and Brian McFarlane were doing the video last night, and I was trying to stream it, but it was really working very crappily. And can you hear me? Can you all hear me? By the way, big shout out to Teresa Lynch. Thank you for joining the live stream. Thank you all for joining the live stream. I might have to end it soon because my tablet could just shut off. Hopefully it won't. But yeah, I was trying to tune into the stream and I commented a couple of comments and then my tablet was messing up. So, because I couldn't use the phone, the battery had died again. And so I was trying to tune into that video. I know Moneybags73 did a video on that, and also you all did as well. So for me, do any of you get a lot of dual memories? Because I've had several dual memories that happen. Those do get. Um, hello everyone. I think I just seen a new person on here. My tablet's not letting me pull up the comments. But do any of you get dual memories quite a bit? Yeah, I was working on voice impressions. Oh, Futurama. I'm asking Futurama. Let's see. I did do. Let's see, the professor. Let's try. Good news, everyone! And, let's see. Hooray! People are paying attention to me! Zoidberg. Zoidberg. That was, how'd I do with that? That's actually the Three Stooges thing. Quit it, shout ahead. Why, Iota? I'm gonna do that. Donut remover. That was from the Three Stooges movie. Quit it, shout ahead. That was the the Three Stooges there, which you probably are aware of that, but thank you, Teresa Lynch. Thank you very much. Yeah, I've had several dual memories. I'm trying to go back and forth through the through some of the comments here. Thank you all very much. Let's see. Okay, Dominic, family had a vacation your family had a vacation when you were 9, and you have a double memory of it. You went to the Epcot Center and Disney World, but not Universal Studios. But I now have partial memory of the Universal Studios, so that's interesting. We do get those dual memories. I actually had this as a child. Thanks for bringing up memories of going on a trip. Excuse me. I actually did. We went to. My parents and I went to. That they had open at the time, where I got this. I'm sure it wasn't really a dinosaur tooth, but because it was about $20 or $25 for the actual tooth, and it claimed to be a tooth of a dinosaur. And I also got this shark tooth for a necklace, and the shark tooth disappeared, and the necklace. I mean, the dinosaur tooth. It was in this little case. It had a glass. It had a glass case and a black leather container that it was in. And this didn't just go out, did it? I'm hoping it's still working because the screen is blank. Let me know you're hearing me. I don't know if... Okay, it's back now. I think. What in the world? What the heck's it doing? There it goes. I couldn't get it to work. But we went on this trip to... Actually, it was just a state away, not just even a few miles from us. And we went to this dinosaur exhibit, and I got this tooth. And I put it on my shelf. It's been there for many years. It was there for many years. And several years ago, it was suddenly gone. And, okay, my tablet's at 41%, so I'm afraid it'll shut off very... I will probably have to end the stream. I hate that. But, it just popped up Epcot. Okay, I see what it was doing. Because someone mentioned that, it was trying to, it was popping it up there. But, yeah. I had that tooth and it just disappeared. I haven't seen it since. It's been gone. And, I don't know why this is doing this. It's acting all crazy. Some of the comments are appearing and some of them are not. I don't know what happened. It is quite weird. It is strange where that happened to that person, and mine was quite strange as well. But, yeah, back to what I was talking about earlier. That I actually I had this dual memory. A tooth seeker. Yeah, I guess I'm a tooth seeker. Um, Hopefully it'll reappear someday. I still have every other thing. Like when we went to the Alabama Space Exhibit, and I still have all of the postcards from there. And I still have all of those. But I do not have the Amazon dolphins. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Is that what you said? Amazon dolphins? I'll have to try that out. Check that out sometime. Um, have you been seeing the videos of? And I do believe this could be related to biblical prophecy if you follow that sort of topic. That this is a big switcheroo here, a big switch in topic, but it just popped back into my mind that another place, and I didn't make a video about it recently, the ground started cracking open and just opened up and swallowed few people. And that's been happening quite a bit lately, where the earth just opening up and just major amounts of cracks just opening up. Okay, Jade Gator figurine that its tail broke when I was a kid. Lost it for years. Now it's whole again, repaired. Yeah, that kind of thing happens with this phenomenon. That kind of thing happens. Items disappear. I've had items switch. Many of us in the ME community, it's amazing how we all deal with similar things. The paranormal, the supernatural, the cryptid type activity, interdimensional beings. I made a video about orbs as well, and I've witnessed several of that. And I've had some of you in the comments section who've talked to me about, and some of you out there would go like, yeah, right, but Sasquatch activity, various activity like that, has happened to many people out there. And I don't know as far as what they are. I don't know, but I know we've dealt with it. If you've dealt with any type of interdimensional beings like that, let me know. It's something that is, I don't know, it needs to be talked about by many people. But I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, so many different interdimensional beings and spiritual things that we all witness. And just so many different things. Let's see. I hope the figurines don't come to life. That would be creepy. That would be creepy. My apartment would become the battle of the ages. Sorry, I hope I'm not making noise in the background, but took a bite of this toasted chips Ritz cracker. But did any of you see my scale video of this reptilian scale that I found after my dog, Lizzie, disappeared and reappeared? Was given back. She was taken. That was quite something. That was quite something. Hold on for one moment. Just one moment. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to have to go for one moment here. Let me know if it's muted. Go ahead and let me know if I... Hold on. Let me know if it is muted, though. I want to make sure it's muted so there's nothing annoying or anything. Hold on. Just let me know if it's muted. Okay, can you all hear me clearly now? I had to go for a moment. I had to go away for just a moment. But I'm back now. Let me know you can hear me clearly now. Apparently it was the neighbor's dogs barking. I thought ours was barking, and ours were barking. I had to go check for a moment and see what was going on, but just false alarm thing was going. Well, crap. I don't know what happened. Oh, okay. There they are. There it is. Thank you. Thank you. He said, welcome back. I don't know what happened there, but it kind of went out. The live stream went out and came back. Oh, you were doing you were doing voice impressions. All right. On the count of three. We're all gonna start barking now. Whoops. Okay, I don't know if it keeps messing up, but anyway, I'm doing bark impressions. This is very weird. Voice impressions, barking now. Of course, there's a lot weirder online, but I'm sitting here barking on the internet. You barked. You actually barked. On the count of three, you barked. Okay, so we were barking. We were sending out barking energy at the same time. At the same exact time. But you know, speaking of energy, we should probably all. That would be interesting for us to do this thing where you don't know if you've spoken a word out loud today, but you barked. Thanks. A woof sync. We have a woof sync here. Um, but we should all try what. That's another ME for me as well. Let's see, Miss Pickles. If you're aware of her channel, or is it Miss Pickle? I don't know. Either one. And let's see, the other YouTuber that I was talking of. um, I'm barking at 9:46 at night here, so. But no, let's see. This is just kind of my first test video, my first live stream test. But the let's see, Miss Pickles and Sean Indigo, those two YouTubers, for me, they stopped making videos for years, and I made a video about this, and I even commented on his channel about it, and he stated, he said, yeah, that happens in this with this phenomenon, buddy, or something like that, and I looked on his channel, and he's been making videos almost consistently on a daily basis for many years now, since almost the start of his channel. And for me, that was a personal ME. That was an ME for me. He wasn't making videos for a long time, and suddenly, boom, he'd been making them every day. And the same goes for her channel. I'm getting this, it feels like a fever or a hot face where you get all like, you start feeling really bad or feeling dizzy and everything. I've been getting that a lot again lately. I'm getting that right now. But yeah, we're all, I'm glad so many of us hunt residue and try to find things. Like yesterday, I found that clip from The Simpsons where Homer Simpson stated, it was in season, oh my goodness, I think it was 18. I'm trying to remember correctly. 18, where, and I'm glad many of you out there hunt residue. I mean, I try to do that as well. When I see something, I try to document it. But Homer Simpson said,
Rice Krispie treats? Way to phone it in, Sarah Wiggum. And that was what he, yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad you do. I'm glad you all do that, and I'm glad I do that. I'm glad we all try to document these things when we see them to share evidence with others. But but yeah, that Rice Krispie treats. Do you all remember Rice Krispie treats rather than Rice Krispie treats? Um, because I definitely do. Huh? The insurance commercial shows it connected on land. Interesting. Interesting. Hmm. I feel like I do remember it being out in the ocean. That reminds me of that commercial where the guy throws his wallet in the water and says, "I'm going to regret that." Yeah, I should think so. But yeah, that does sound like an ME where the Statue of Liberty is connected to the island. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. I just missed the comments. What was that? Rice Krispie. Remember Rice Krispie treats? I was trying to think of the ME that I recently put down. Um, let's see. I wonder if you can pause the live stream so that I can try to find it. Can you actually pause a live stream? Hmm. I'm not sure. I can't figure out what to pause the live stream. And I thank you all for shouting out to my channel, for saying how much you enjoy my channel. I greatly appreciate that. That means a lot. I enjoy all of your channels as well, and the interactiveness of being able to share with each other. It's really awesome, because several years ago, without the access to the internet, none of us would have been able to share our common experiences, and would have had to just remain silent on this for the majority part. Would have just had to have been silent on it and kept it to ourselves without the internet. And it my tablet is acting crazy right now. It's acting like it's going to try to shut off. I don't want it to do that. If it shuts off, does it still post the live stream? Because I'm new to live streams and I'm not exactly sure. I want to make sure the stream uploads successfully. Can you all hear me? I don't know if it okay. You can hear me. Okay, so hopefully it still uploads. Alright. I'm probably going to go ahead and have to end the video here. I have 33%. Usually the tablet quits before now. I'm surprised it hasn't. My energy messes things up quite a bit. Yesterday, everything quit. I blew a light bulb. I I couldn't get the leaf blower to start, the weed eater to start. Nothing worked for me. Electronics kept messing up on me. Devices would mess up. Um, my birth name? Well, if you could you post your email so I can get it? I don't know if I want everyone on my channel to see. I don't want everyone on the channel to see. Let's see my name. Oh, I thought it said birth name. That's weird. I could have sworn you typed in the word birth name, but then it said just name. Dominic, do you have an email? Dominic Frost, do you have an email where I can email you my name that way? Email me. Just email. Let me know when you send it through. Can you hear me, Dominic? Dominic Frost? Let's see. My email is spaced out productions. No separation. Um, just spaced out productions 16 and then at symbol AOL.com. Let me know you got that. Hopefully you can still hear me. In case my tablet shuts off, I wanted to go ahead and give you my email. Okay. Okay, you got it. And I don't think there's any caps in it, and if the S in the beginning is capital, just try it that way. If not, just try it all lowercase. Okay. I'm glad you got it. I just want to make sure. And I'll give you my birth name that way. Yeah, there is AOL. There actually is AOL. It was actually my alternative. I actually have my name under Gmail, and I have a main email address, an email account, and I email that way. All my emails go to Gmail, but I thought, well, what other alternative do I have? So I went with AOL, and I was like, Spaced Out Productions 16, Spaced Out Productions 16 at AOL.com. So I went with AOL on that. But yeah, hold on. I'm going to have to mute one more time here. I had to stop the video for a moment, and the tablet didn't want to come back on. So, if any of you are still with me, I just wanted to go ahead and conclude and say, I hope you have a great night. Thank you to everyone that said have a good night. I have a lot more to share in a very soon in another video. Hopefully another live stream. So, and to that person that asked for that voice impression at the end of Porky Pig, I'm going to go ahead and do that. But Fluffer and Fluckatash. That is Sylvester. Elmer Fudd. I forgot to do Elmer Fudd at the end of my video. This is Elmer Fudd speaking, signing out. And let's see. Shisha. I forgot to do Dale Gribble at the end too as well. I didn't mean to leave you all hanging for so long. I apologize. Rusty Shackelford apologizes for that. Also,
That's all, folks.